Hello and welcome to AI, the cool stuff. We're going to be talking about some cool stuff, I hope, today. And you can find more information on our website, peppercorn.biz. And we've also got a YouTube channel, which is called Peppercorn AI, I think. So it's I just upload stuff on there and paste it other places. So this is all good. Okay, so we might as well start. You just quickly go around the room, just explain what we do, and what's if you could have a dream AI function, what would it do? So what would save you time and therefore money and everything else. So we shall go around. So we'll start with I'll just go around from the beginning. So Shirley, you were first in, so tell us about you.
Good morning, I'm Shirley. I work in health and wellness. I work with Forever Living products, so I help people with their health in general and help people who want to earn a little bit of money on the side, or a big bit of money on the side for that matter. If I could have the dream AI, I have no idea what it would be, because I'm still kind of catching up with what AI can do.
Yeah. Do you have any repetitive tasks you thought, well, I wish I could have a PA that would do this?
You have to think about that.
Yeah. Okay, I think okay. I'll talk after it. Jane.
Hi everyone. So Jane Chakraborty, the company's in Victor Linux. We do IT systems for small and medium-sized businesses and software licensing, but we focus on Linux and open source. So yeah, do you know that I've got really lazy and I want to look up a name and its origins, anything, it's great. But really, I think the blistering AI, just for me, no one else, obviously, it would be an investment AI, because I heard not long ago that there was one and it was beating the market. I don't know whether this was just an experiment or anything like that, but wouldn't that be brilliant? It's like a predictor, isn't it? Do all those statistical analysis and just tell you what to invest in. And then you can sit back and become a millionaire, billionaire, avoid yachting, obviously. But yeah. I think that would be me. Greedy and selfish, but hey.
But what these billionaires call a yacht, I call a ship.
Yeah, they're massive, aren't they? Absolutely massive.
A yacht to me is like two people sitting on a boat with a sail,
Yeah.
Not like a
They're incredible.
luxury 5-star hotel on the water. Okay, Dave.
Thanks, I'm Dave Caudle. I'm a career coach for young people and adults, and I help them get careers they love that support the lifestyle they want. In terms of AI, gosh, I think something where my clients could go into an AI and it would actually tell them what it's really like working in a particular career, rather than what the government website or those sorts of websites. So something that can pull out of people what they really think of their jobs, and a bit like Glassdoor, but a bit more interactive, and telling people how to get into particular careers other than through the traditional routes.
Steve, Andy.
Yeah, Andy Harris, Web Success Insights. I help people get more from their websites, their websites and the marketing to them. In terms of a dream AI product, it's a bit lower than the lofty ones mentioned so far. It would be something that takes all the AI responses from chats and compares them in some way, and gives you a view of everything rather than just having to look at lots of things individually. And interestingly, I've got closer to it, and if we do have a chance to share it during the meeting, I'll show you where I've got to on that, which is quite interesting.
Does sound interesting.
Yes, that'll be mine. Something that pulls, because there's so much stuff out there and conflicting stuff coming from AI that I think people want to see a combination and to actually compare.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, Mike.
we have a mic in today, no, but
No, you're the only one today.
was in it last time. Hi everybody. So you mostly, I think everybody here actually, but I'm a financial planner, so my job is my day job is focused on financial planning. But I get so involved in this AI, which I really love, I have to say. And obviously Rectif AI is the area of my website, the business I'm actually trying to build the AI on. I use NowSite AI, which is an application of AI that I think is amazing. They think it's amazing as well for some reason, but it's still a little bit bleeding edge. So we still have a little trouble here and there. And one of the ones that's giving problems at the moment for me is video AI. But nonetheless, it is way ahead of anything else I've seen out there. For me, in my business, it is a real boon. It really helps. It actually writes emails and messages much better than I can. And, I just think it's fantastic. So that's me. That's my dream. I'm already there on the start of the dream, just not quite finished yet.
Okay, and a little bit about me. When I'm not running this meeting, I'm a WordPress expert and web designer, and content creator, which obviously I use AI. I do have to edit what AI comes up with, but it's a massive time saver, and getting ideas and the basis of the posts and things. If you just get the post from ChatGPT, copy and paste it into a blog, you're going to be in trouble, I think, because it's not so brilliant. But if you edit it, you can still save yourself a whole bunch of time. So yeah, that's me. My dream AI tool, I don't know. I asked the question, but I quite like the idea of James and Andy's, but I think that the thing that small businesses struggle with is sales and marketing, isn't it? So I think that's the thing that we all like. We're good at what we do, but it's the sales and the marketing and getting them more business that actually leaves us unstuck. And I know we can market to our existing clients through creating loads of, but it takes a lot of time, and effort, or employing other people. And a lot of times small businesses are not very reluctant to pay other people to do these sort of things for us, so it's so anyway, that's
On that point, David, actually, if you come across marketing blocks AI,
no
it's not free, but I may be about to pay for it this weekend.
okay.
It's effectively got so much stuff within it, focusing on marketing, different things you can do, lots of bits and bobs from all over the place by the looks of it. It charged about $497 for the year, so it's not dirt cheap. But
No.
I've been looking at it for a while, and I've been sitting on the fence, and I think I'm going to go for it just to see how much it actually does do.
Yeah.
Interesting. What? Sorry, Andy. What was it? Marketing.
Marketingblocks.ai. Yeah, I found it via the Future Tools site. The one, David.
Yeah. Matt Wolf's website.
And yeah, I reserve full judgment. I'll be the guinea pig.
Yeah, you go. You go, point, Andy.
Yeah.
Like you $500.
Yeah.
See if it's worthwhile. Because I mean, if, like as I said the other day, if you spent $500 on something that saved you, 10 grand, you'd pay it all day long. So it's not.
And there's ways to test these things. I mean, for example, I noticed I got an email from LinkedIn past couple of days offering Perplexity Pro just for being a LinkedIn sort of premium member. So they give it to you for a year. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe that's worth a go, so that other people can find out what it's actually like.
Yeah, because Perplexity is 20 quid, isn't it?
20, yeah. Yeah, well, apparently Perplexity Pro, this one via LinkedIn, means you don't have to pay for ChatGPT either. It actually, for some reason, it pulls from that as well.
Okay.
So I may do that, but I'm holding back because I like to do videos and stuff to talk about things for the free versions. As soon as you've got a paid one, you're not getting a true view of what everyone else gets. So
yeah.
I may do it.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, sometimes I've subscribed to Twitter this week because I wanted to use Grok, you know. And so it's built into Twitter, but it's £9.60, or it's about £8 if you pay for a year up front. But I only wanted to try it, and I may or may not. It depends how good it is. If it's, for instance, if it's better than, or it does the job that Claude does at the moment, or ChatGPT, then you could always. It's probably a cheaper option, you know, because you've got full access to it. So
where this group is really useful is when you told us about in video, didn't you?
yeah,
David?
Originally, yeah.
And I've played with that now, and I've been stunned at how close it's got to my voice.
Right.
Just on the free version. And what I've also discovered is obviously you can create a video out of it. It's not super simple. You have to sort of play about with the video and the imagery and stuff that it does per topic. But the useful thing for me is I've discovered you can put whatever words you want into it. So I'm going to have videos for people who like the nice fluffy version, and I'm going to have videos for people who like the blunt sweary version of the same thing. But it will let you do that.
Yeah.
So that could be quite good fun.
Yeah. I was playing around with my own voice, and it was spookily like me anyway. So I thought, well,
yeah.
You could, you've just got to paste in the script then, and then it'll talk. I don't think it's quite the same because we don't talk evenly, do we? You know, we do mix it up when we're talking, so you are losing something. But sometimes it's ideal if you're doing a course or something like that. You were creating it, be it's fine because accuracy is more important than relatability. It's still relatable, but it's just
Sorry, what was the in video that we talked about?
Yeah, there's a phone and a website. Yeah. So it's
quite good in video.
It's been around a while. I was trying to, oh, for God's sake, it's failed again. It's all right. I was trying something out. Grok, as I was saying, I've been trying it out, and the image creation. It's basically because it's Elon Musk. It's got no limits on it really. It doesn't restrict you in any way, apart from pornography, you know, and well, even then it's a bit close to the mark sometimes. But but you're allowed to use anything else. Steffi, good morning. How are you?
Morning. Sorry, I was late. I'm trying to figure out how to do a cloud-based file manager for your PCM version 2. So I sort of went down the rabbit hole.
That's all right. I've only just started this bit. Just quick, tell us what you do, and if you had a dream AI tool, what would it do?
Okay, so I'm Steffi Lewis. You all know me. I'm a 31-year veteran web developer, founder and creator of Your PCMs, which is a CRM working on version 2 at the moment, which is smaller, faster, better, baby, and it is. And also Splogit, my AI-driven blogging tool. What would be my dream AI? A business in a box. You can just type in what you want and it will create the entire business for you and start selling.
Okay.
Whatever it is. If it's product, it'll go
to roll in.
Yeah, well, no, that's it. And if it's product, it'll go and drop ship them and figure it all out and do all your social media and advertising. If it's services, it'll schedule it all for you.
You just got to keep
your accounts and
just got to keep your card detailed in and off it goes.
Yeah, pretty much, really.
That's a good one.
Okay, I'm just going to share this. I shared some of it yesterday, but there's these are images that has been created on Grok, not by me. I have created a few, but this is can you see that Grok images generation? So you can do what you like on Grok. There's basically they'll create anyone and anybody, and I think that's something that they're going to change. Because there'll be an outcry about it, but it's only been out a week and a bit, so it uses Flux. You may have heard about Flux, but it's got their own sort of filters on it, which allows you to create Donald Trump doing a C-section. That might be a bit horrific. I mean, there's hold on, let me just I wonder what I want to. Is that? Oh, there it is. That's better. So other these are sort of Trump and Kamala Harris very happy together there. I mean, this is you know, these are kind of comedic, so that, you know, and obviously being Twitter, it's quite political, but there's these are sort of they're obviously comedic, so you know that's not, you know that's AI, but so you know not there. I've got no idea what the person was thinking of when he created that. So Trump seems to have put on a little bit of weight since the last picture, but but who knows? And I'm not sure what he's portraying either, you know. I mean, I understand, you know, him being a sort of Superman, a superhero carrying an American flag. I'm not sure what the dinosaur was all about. The pink pajamas, I think it's quite funny. This is a lower resolution for some reason. It must have been posted back up, but I can see that it would have been quite there. It's a supermassive black holes following a neutron star. Shrek and Woody, they've pretty much got them off, you know, AI generated. They've pretty much got them off, you know. Whether there's a copyright issues, I'm not sure, but they'd say on Grok that they're copyright free. Anything created on there is copyright free. But it's
is it though?
I don't know whether the creators, you know, is it Disney or something like that? Whoever created it. Huh?
Pixar. I think Pixar would have a problem because you're using the representation of the copyright intellectual property, aren't you?
You would have thought so, wouldn't you? So but Jesus and his 9 disciples.
You're not going to get a lawsuit over that, are you?
No.
Might get something in the post though.
Yeah, I thought they might be windows at the back there, which would kind of there, and he seems to be having some sort of pasta meal, you know, rather than whatever. And he's got glasses of beer, but apart from that, I think they're don't know if they had glasses in 33 AD or whenever it was he's supposed to be.
Get excommunicated.
Yeah, this is a fantasy pick, apparently.
Goodness me, I wish I looked that good.
One on the left.
You got it.
Actually, I look like the one on the left. I want to be
more the one on the left than the one on the right, but she's yeah, she obviously eats a low carb diet.
very much.
This look, I said Borgish because she looks a bit like, she reminded me of 7 and 9 when I first saw it, or from Star Trek, if you know.
Yeah, does look like Jerry Ryan, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's a little bit that way, you know, but obviously it's completely sort of generated image. I like the orange eyes. It's quite good. A solar punk village. I wasn't.
What?
It seems to have aircraft and things, whatever they are. So it's fantasy. That actually got banned.
Yeah,
even X. It was actually created on X on Grok, and then they and somebody posted it and they banned it. But I mean, I understand why. Like I said,
so do I. Shrek only likes his type, doesn't he?
Yeah, he likes the so I don't know. Is that I don't know if it's being able to copy. If they're clearly comedic, then, you know, and you're a politician, then obviously you're probably fair game, you know.
I think the First Amendment would cover it,
Mm.
because it's political, social comment. I could understand why Taylor Swift would get arsey with the Shrek picture, definitely. But you know, the First Amendment's got a lot to say for it. But you couldn't get away with that in the UK.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, sort of, you can see. Well, you could have seen. Well, I saw it somebody attached it as a post to say, hey, this has just been banned, even though I created it on Grok, and they posted it as a Twitter feed. So obviously that's going to be banned, but when they get to see it. But I mean, I don't
Well,
know,
could you
millions of
imagine-
posts. Obviously they must be scanning these photographs to decide.
Could you imagine Shrek filling up Keir Starmer? You'd be in prison within a week.
That's right.
Yes, yeah.
I'll try that.
So,
Don't
David,
blame me.
you can only you use Grok through your verified Twitter account. I've probably got that horribly wrong, but
Yeah, through if you've got to, it's the paid for Twitter account.
right.
So this is my Twitter X, and there's a thing on here called Grok.
Oh, right,
You
okay.
just click on Grok, and you can just do the normal stuff you do with AI. It's outperforming ChatGPT 4.0, it says, but these things, what's top of the charts this week won't be next week, you know. So it's probably a temporary things, but I mean, while leaves green, it doesn't seem to have the usual. So I mean, it didn't seem to have the usual stuff.
Does it include links in there? If there's any websites it refers to, does it link out to them?
Doesn't seem to. No, it just gives you the answer.
Oh, and this it wouldn't. But if you said, I want to know, show me companies that sell X in the UK, would it in that case?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Show me companies that sell. Give me an example.
Oh, I don't know, SEO.
Okay.
Are they clickable links there? Or I suppose we should have asked it.
Yeah.
Website links.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You're very polite with it. I just say, give me links.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't hurt to. Oh, okay. Yes, it does.
There you go.
It does. So they potentially could be tracked as a referring link in.
Mm,
Interesting.
yeah. Although it just goes straight to the website. It hasn't got a tag on it or anything. So.
No, but if in your website analytics, you could potentially see
course,
that came from X.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. So it's got some. It hasn't got links for them all though. So
Interesting, isn't it? Why it wouldn't do that? But yeah, it's just an example.
yeah. So it's so we'll see, and an image of Mick Jagger as a white walker from it's skinny enough.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not going to need to do much, is it? Really, make them a bit whiter.
That's right. Yeah.
yeah, that'll work.
Well, it's a bit like him. Yeah.
Hasn't got his lips, has it?
Ask it.
Mick Jagger.
Can you then edit that to say singing into the microphone type thing? So it will edit the same picture, or does it just create a new one?
Probably creates a new one.
It'll be a new one.
So I think that's what people actually want. They want to take something that's close, but to make it a bit better rather than completely regenerate a new one all the time.
Singing into microphone. I guess it's all about the prompting as well, because you can use the AI to create the prompt as well. So
It's just like the most recent concert.
That looks more like Keith Richards, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It does look a bit like him. So there's
Looks like Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap.
Archie's been dead for a certain amount of time. Yeah. yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm just showing my my geeky background.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'd have to see if it. I don't know if it like a blog with links on why leaves are green. 600 words. There you go. So we'll see. Yeah, that's great. It's Scientific American, Khan Academy.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it's the thing it's done it as well is put in subtitle. You know, sort of when you're writing blogs and things, you need subtitles. So sometimes you have to create them if they're not there, and just put them as a H4 thing, because Google likes them to be more readable. So having the subtitles is good. It's got links in there, which is good. But yeah, I think it doesn't sound like ChatGPT or Claude. So,
Do you prefer this now? You've been using it only recently, obviously.
I've
But
only been using it for 3 days.
yeah.
So, but I think it's quite good. It's quite interesting that it's it seems to be less there. And I do use Twitter, but I wouldn't pay £9.60 for Twitter. But I'd pay if I was using this instead of something else. I probably would pay £9.60 for it. So because it's.
So is this a free trial, or have you just?
No. I just bought a month.
Oh, okay, right.
It's about £8 a month if you pay a year up front. As per usual. But
interesting, because because as you said, I wouldn't pay for Twitter, but
no,
that makes it worth paying extra for.
Yeah. So it's quite and Flux has got quite a good he's getting some traction because people like Flux. So it's at the moment it's that they say it's better than Midjourney. It probably is. I wouldn't know. People have got more expertise on that than me. So
I'm still waiting for DALL-E 4.
yes, quite. Yeah. That's the thing. It always moves so fast. It's interesting to see these things. But is it going to be sort of when DALL-E 4 comes out, whenever it comes out? It will almost certainly be better than what we're getting now. And but
I just
it
want to be
seems
able to
like
upload
ages and ages since they said Sora was coming. Sora was coming, and
I just want to upload a reference image. That's all I want to do, is upload a passport picture and say, "Make me a Jedi on Coruscant."
Yeah,
that's all I want to do.
You can do that. You can do that for free.
Yeah, but I want to build it into my systems.
You might be able to. You might be able to. If you're using Hugging Face and what's it called? I've been trying to do it myself. Replicate. That's it. There's a website called Replicate. So you can upload your own. You can upload your own stuff. Let's go to. Let's. I'm going to share my screen again because I'll see if I can do this. But if I struggle with it, I might abandon it. There's okay. This is Replicate. There is a link that I got from Matt Wolf. Did a video on this the other day, and there is a free code which I'll put in there. Because you don't. It's setting up an account is free, but you have to pay for machine time. So I think it's $5 an hour. But with this code, you can get $10 for free. added to your account. So you could set this up, and then you can maybe create about 70 or 80 videos or sort of images. So so with Replicate, I've signed in with that code and given myself a free there. And then to create an AI images of yourself, it uses a LoRa, which is a low rank adaptation, it uses another. This one uses Flux to create an image, and then it overlays it, like if you like, it will then change that image to put your face on it. So you need to create your own model, which is quite lightweight. It all sounds very complicated, but it's, if you follow the instructions step by step, it does it does work. So if we go to explore, the one that Matt Luca Taco is the name of the guy, and it was AI toolkit. So if we go here, so there's a model there. So so then so we want to train a new model so that it uses our images. So we use our image. I've already set one up, so I'm going to create. If you want to know why Kremen, it's an in-game name I used to use. You then need a zip file with a minimum of 12 headshots in there, which I've got on my computer. I've just dragged into there. So I've got an archive zip. It's got 12 headshots of me. The model name stays the same. Now, Hugging Face HF token, we're using Hugging Face, which is free, to where are we? I need an access token. So I'm going to use that one. I'm going to invalidate it and refresh it. So it gives me a new access token, which I'm then going to copy into there. I won't be able to do this because it takes too long, but there's repro is again, it's the repository. It calls repo. It stands for repository. So I've got a couple of repositories. I know that one's not used, so I'm going to copy that one. So then I go to so a repository is basically a folder that you've created on Hugging Face, and what happens is this will create. You're just basically you're just renting machine time on here, and then you're linking across to Hugging Face where your new model will be copied to. You can then run that model on Hugging Face and create your name, create your images of yourself. So you can key in anything like you do with AI when you create an image, and then you can it'll create it with your image. So I haven't actually done this successfully. I tried to run it this morning, and I used a lowercase k there instead of an uppercase, so because I keyed it in manually instead of copying and paste it, which is the safest way. So it errored, so I can't show you. I can show you next week, but there's we're going to create the training, and then it goes off. It takes about 25 minutes to do this, which is why we're not going to see and we're not going to see the end. But you just wait till this finishes, then you can go across the Hugging Face, run the model that you've just created, and then just key in your prompts, and it will create it with your image. So that's a bit bitty, I'm afraid, but I'm sure you get the idea.
It does seem quite complicated. I think we followed you, but I mean,
Yeah.
how did you do it? Was it just, how did you find your way around it, David?
Yeah. Well, I watched it. It was a Matt Wolf video on it, so I watched that, and then I've only tried it once, and it failed because of what I said. But it's I haven't actually got it to work yet, so that should be it. And then you just go across to Hugging Face. Hugging Face is a place that runs. People upload loads of. There's thousands and thousands of AI models on there that people have uploaded. So they can be using something else with like a LoRa or an overlay, you know, to do that. But if you create a Hugging Face account, it's a black hole. You can spend hours on there just looking at what other people have uploaded, and they've got models for most AI image creators and things, and you can use there and create stuff. And Hugging Face is essentially, there are limitations. If you use it lots and lots, you can pay for it, but it's essentially quite free. So so that's what I wasn't sure whether I was going to introduce that today or not, but I'll copy the I'll copy the link to the YouTube into the chat, but it'll be on the video afterwards. Copy. Chat. I keep losing myself here. Okay. I'll put in the chat. There's the YouTube video that explains the instructions better than I just did, and you've got if you click on that link for replicate, it'll give you a free $10. So it's so I thought that was kind of right. Andy, do you want to do a?
Yeah, do this thing. Yeah, Steffi, it was we were going through the things that we would like, and I would like something. I'll share my screen actually. I would like something that compares all of the oops, hang on a minute. Can you see that there now? I think it says Chat Hub. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like something where you can put something in and it will just compare all the different engines, and then it would then take the results from them and actually come up with a summary of where the common ground is and where there's not common ground. So you've got a better view of from all the AI engines. And I was looking around for stuff and I found this thing, Chat Hub. And it's just an extension. It's free, but that level of it is free anyway. And this is just the basic. For free, you get two that you can compare. So you can put something in there and it will just look. So let's say, for example, I'm looking for home conveyances in Dover, UK. It will just go off. And I just chose ChatGPT and Perplexity. I could have chosen other ones as well. So it'll go off and it will do its normal sort of stuff. And then obviously once it's done that, it'll get to the end, and then you might want to do a follow-up type thing like you normally would do once it finishes. Come on. Because they are actually coming up with different things in some areas. I would then say that to have good reviews. So it works in a very similar way, but it puts that comment into both of them at the same time. If you can see that there, because I've got the thing in the way. And it updates it. Now, if you wanted to use more models, then you would have to have the paid for version. And this thing doesn't yet go to the point where it will do that comparison thing. I've reached out to the developer. Wong is all I've got. That's the name, Wong. Okay. And having a little bit of dialogue about that suggestion that, to pay for something that actually did that and compared stuff would be very attractive. But if you wanted other models and stuff, you can actually bring up more on the page. Now, if I try to run it now, it will just tell me that I haven't got enough to run under all these things. But they do have these things, which is, it's not even expensive if you wanted to play with that. So it's sort of part way there in comparing stuff, but it's not as far as I want it to go in what it does. I just thought it was quite interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that was it.
So
really.
you just have to read the results side by side, Andy, I guess.
Yeah, at the moment you would have to read them side by side in whatever view you've got.
Yeah.
They're quite different. They're quite different, aren't they?
They're
I mean,
quite different.
Frederick
Yeah.
Hall on both of them, but
Yeah, and it's not really as human friendly as I want it. I want it to say, right, here's the big differences between them. Here's the positive differences. Here's the negative ones, or whatever it is, or whatever the topic is that you're doing. And for it to chuck that at me, that's what I would pay much more money for each month. But it'll come, I'm sure. Whether they do it or someone else does it, I'm sure it will happen. This was originally a open source thing, and they took it out of open source because people were using it for their own devices and just using it for commercial purposes. So defeated the object of it being open source. Yeah,
interesting.
That was it.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much. Where are we? Oh yeah, there's another one that I really like, but I don't want to pay for it. It was something called Instadoodle. I just know from results that, you know, those whiteboard doodle videos, they get a lot more views, and a lot more engagement. So they're worth trying to produce. I mean, I was trying to do it on Canva, but it was not that great. They haven't got a particular tool. I don't know if anybody else uses Canva, but I was using a team version because it was $10.99 a month. The team version was the same price, and you could add a couple of people in to your shared projects. So you could. I was using it for the church, and we were sharing a projects and into shared folders essentially between 3 people. But they were never using it. But they just in next month they're putting the price up from $10.99 to 27 quid for the teams. Wow. There's a minimum of 3 people in it's £9 a person, minimum of 3 people. So so then I tried to transfer from a Teams to a Pro account, which was is going up to £14 from $10.99, but I was it wouldn't let me, so I had to cancel my account, let it run out, and then now I've taken out a Pro account. So it's so I use Canva all the time. I mean, it's one of my main it's one of my main things that I use. They've got something on there called I've only tried it once. I've tried something called Speed Painter, which which it's kind of the same thing, but it's the resolution's rubbish. So but it kind of does. But I need to look more into that with Canva. But the thing I really liked was this Instadoodle. But it's not cheap, you know. So it's not really expensive. Depends what you get out of it, doesn't it? So I mean, it's
there's a YouTube channel I follow that actually does really long and detailed doodle videos. So they, like, the authors read a book and then they actually, you know, describe all the highlights from the book using doodles, and they've got like over 1 million subscribers.
Yeah,
you know? So it is
probably is worth it if you're getting those figures, because these are that's 42 seconds. But the thing that makes this one different to the other ones I've seen.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout.
Let's not play that. There's but there's it's so, you know, obviously it's not going in color, this one, but there's the thing is, it's the difference, main difference is, I've seen other doodle sites as well that are a little bit cheaper, but the thing with this is you can create with AI any image you want. So you just key in, you know, something that you want to see in your video, and it'll give you 3 options. You can then either scrap them, recreate them, or you can just do it again, you know.
Meet Bob.
Or use one.
He has a problem. Bob needs a voiceover, but he doesn't want to record himself. So instead, he searches for freelancers, but they are way too expensive for his budget. But then he sees an ad for Revoicer, the most advanced text-to-speech software on the market. But
so I think it keeps people engaged more. So it's something I'm considering. But
does it limit you how much you can? So say you signed up for a month and then you hammered it. Would it let you do that?
it says create unlimited
It says
video.
150 AI credits, whatever that means.
Yeah, that's creating an AI image for your video. They've got a whole load of pre-done, sort of done for you characters, so you can use those. So, you know, they've got horses and people, and they've got well, they say they've got 1,000. They've got 1,000 doodle elements, so they've got 1,000 images to choose from to put into your video, and then you've obviously got 150 AI credits.
Oh, I see. You got more on top.
But then even on either one, it's there.
If you could pay that for a month and you were geared up,
Yeah,
did a load of stuff, and then stopped it.
But they've got one for $327 forever, I think, at the moment. So it's you can create unlimited video. You can import your own images as well. So you could potentially create images somewhere else and then import it into there. But obviously, it's quicker and easier to use their text to doodle. But it's I haven't looked around for if there are any others, but there's you know, so it's
I'm assuming you can just download the doodle that you've created afterwards in some way. I mean, it's not like, oh, would you have to link?
yeah, I'm not sure actually. I mean,
Yeah.
but there's
It's one of those things going back to Steffi's model, where this thing, the model will make so much more sense if it was on tokens.
yeah, that's right, because then you just use it for what you want rather than
I do like token-based systems.
yeah.
It makes it's so much more sense because you don't want to spend 47 a month on it.
No, that's right, and
Only buy tokens when you need them. That's my view.
Yeah.
And the what's the other one? Oh yeah, Ideogram. We looked at it before. Let's have a look. But they've just bought Ideogram too, which is you can create. I mean, this is free. You can create 20 images a day for free. If you subscribe, you can have 1,000. I don't know if that was on purpose or a mistake, but you've got, it says, what if you keyed in Woody Allen rather than Wood Allen, because he's come out as Wood.
Or just some bloke called Alan made out of wood.
Yeah. So these are some of the these are some of the images. If you've got a free account, then your images will end up here. So potentially, yeah, you can nick those images. Is that Taylor Swift again? Is it? I don't know. But there's hard to know, isn't it? So they look pretty good, and it's supposed to be especially good at putting text on your images as well. So create a business network meeting with 12 people on Zoom with the words. It won't do this, I know. Speed working. Obviously, you can be a bit more. You can choose your color palette as well. So I'm gonna use a sort of a, I don't know, more like let's just choose one. It's called magic, and then generate. See what we get. Wait, it tells you you've got to wait so many seconds. I haven't used this since it's since two has only been out, not that long, a week or so.
It's got words, right?
Yeah, it's got the it's that dude there. There's so we've got I'm not sure about the names.
Oh yeah.
Hot and Mick, some sort of Greek word there. I don't know. Hagby Hewick, Aaron Atlan one. So yeah, so it's kind of a. I know this is that would be a tough ask, but that's a lot better than what we would have got. So of course I can then create a design. I normally do this size, and then I should be able to paste it into there. And then I can, because this is, I don't know, I've done this before on Canva, but now we can grab the text.
What? Sorry, David, what app are you in now?
This is Canva.
Oh, okay, right.
So now I can
So
just
you've gone from Ideogram to Canva.
yeah, and then I can just edit the I can edit the names manually then. It will take, let's call her Mabel. So we can go through and change all of these through through Canva, but it's yeah, but it's not perfect, but it seems to get the main, it got the main words right. So I think that's pretty good. So yeah, so I think that's a something I would yeah, there's some of these, you know, all these images. What's that? It's all, don't know. Some of them might be foreign anyway, but yeah. I don't know if it tells you the prompts. I don't think it does. Oh, copy prompt. I'll see what that, oh, okay. Some people have got longer prompts than others, but this is might be been generated by the actual a grid multiple with a high net garment. Okay, it's quite a specific prompt. You can ask ChatGPT or Claude or whatever to generate you a prompt to create something, and then it's so this is so yeah, I don't know what that's all about. So, that's novel. Okay, tiger playing the piano. Oh, just keyed in a tiger playing the piano, and that's probably what I would have got. Yeah. So, it's got Ideogram. It does API as well, and it's apparently it's super cheap. I wouldn't know what, or super competitive they say, compared with other. Okay, that's he's created me 4 images, so it's burning away my free ones 4 at a time. I guess there's a parameter I can change it to 1 or 2. He's been controlled, isn't he? He's got a collar around his neck.
Yeah. Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah, yeah. So it has changed its own prompt.
Mm.
So it's yeah. So that's my.
It's
I think Ideogram is quite good, but there's a lot of things to choose from now with images, isn't there? You know.
yeah.
So there's
So much out there. I mean, it's extraordinary. It's growing all the time. Do you remember we looked at Luma Labs a while ago?
Yeah.
That was quite good. It was like, you could upload photos and has anybody played with that? Have you played with that at all, David?
Yeah, it was on my list. I've got
Yeah.
I've got Instadoodle, Runway, Reloom, and Luma are all ones that have had updates. So it's because with Runway you can, like, if you can create a great image, you can then get you can turn it into a video. You know, I can make it sort of move with these. So it's which is quite good. So you can get Donald Trump to move.
Oh, sorry. What app was that? Because I think Luma Labs was doing that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
It was Luma, yeah.
Yeah, there are others, but I mean, there's we shall see. Okay, I think we've stop recording. Did I start recording? I did start recording.